they do is they make laws and then manage the economy and provide public services, that is governing. Trade exchanges have been established in many cities to help companies barter with other companies. Trade exchanges, okay? So what is this? Have been established in many cities. What does establish mean? If you establish something, you make something in a way that it's likely to last for a long time, all right? In many cities, to help companies barter with other companies at a trade exchange. So now the professor is talking about what a trade exchange is. A company can earn trading credits. What does earn mean? Earn means get something by doing a work, all right? Trading credits. What's a credit? Credit is like a point, okay? Like points. In trades, it trades products to another company, which gives it trading credits, all right? So when it trades products to another company, they give trading credits, the points. So you can use these points when you want something, you get something. These credits don't have to be used with the same company. They can be used with any other company. Okay? So it will be like a coupon, which you could use not only in Starbucks but in like other coffee shops too. Okay? That's not exactly bartering, is it? I thought bartering was the direct trading of one thing for another. Okay, let's go to the next.
You're correct if we narrowly limit the definition of bartering. But with the modern trade exchange, the scope of bartering becomes wider and more flexible. Say that I have a computer chip making company. I want to barter for silicon to use to make chips. But the silicon company doesn't want computer chips, and I don't have enough trade credits to get silicon. Sure, I could pay cash, but my company's cash flow is low because times are tough. Another company, which makes cars, wants to barter for computer chips. I give the chips to the car company, and it gives me some trade credits. I turn around and use those to get more silicon. Trading activity involving 3 companies or individuals is called triangular bartering, by the way. When more than 3 are involved, it's called multilateral bartering. Thanks to trade exchanges, these types of bartering are becoming more common.
Okay, what is this part about? This part is about the wider definition of bartering, right? So she gives an example of what? Triangular, okay, bartering. What was the example about? Say if you have a computer chip making company, right? And you want to get silicon, but the silicon company doesn't want your computer chips. So what you do? And you don't have trade credits either. And you don't have cash either. So what do you do? But if a car making company wants your computer chips, you can give it to them and get the credits, all right, and then use it for getting your silicon. This is what the triangular bartering is, okay? You're correct if we narrowly limit the definition of bartering. If we narrowly, what does narrow mean? Narrow means measuring a short distance between 2 sides of something, all right? Especially when compared with the length and the height of that thing, all right? Narrowly limit. What does limit mean? Limit means to prevent something from becoming larger than a certain amount or degree. Limit the definition of bartering. What is the definition? Definition is saying the meaning of a word or an expression, like in a dictionary. Okay, saying the clear meaning, clear and definite meaning. Okay, of bartering. But with a modern trade exchange, the scope of bartering becomes wider and more flexible. With a modern trade exchange, what does modern mean? Modern means relating to present time. The scope of bartering, it's like the whole area of bartering becomes wider and more flexible. What does that mean? Flexible. If something is flexible, it can be easily bent and not broken. Also, it means something can change itself to be more suitable for a situation. Okay. Say that I have a computer chip making company. Say that. What does that mean? Say. Say means suppose. It's same as suppose. Suppose that I have a computer chip making company. It's the same as what? Assuming. Okay. Computer chip making company. Computer chip. What's a chip? Chip is a small piece of something, alright? And computer chip is a part of the computer. I want to barter for silicon to use to make chips. I want to barter for silicon, alright? What is silicon? Silicon is an element which can be found in sand or in minerals, such as quartz, okay, or granite, okay. It's used in making electronical parts of a machine or a part in a computer, okay. I want to barter for silicon, okay, I did that. But the silicon company doesn't want computer chips. And I don't have enough trade credits to get silicon. Okay? Sure, I could pay cash, but my company's cash flow is low because times are tough. I could pay cash. What is cash? Cash is the note form or the coin form of money rather than a check. Do you understand? But my company's cash flow, what's a cash flow? Cash flow is the movement of money, okay? Coming in and out, going in and out of somewhere or an organization, okay? Cash flow is low. That means the money movement is low. That means I don't have enough cash on me to spend right now. Because times are tough. What does that mean, tough? Tough means difficult. Another company which makes cars wants to barter for computer chips. I give the chips to the car company and it gives me some trade credits. I turn around and use those to get more silicon. Trading activity involving 3 companies or individuals is called triangular bartering, by the way. Trading activity. What is an activity? Activity is what someone does. Involving 3 companies or individuals. Involving, what does that mean, involve? Involving 3 companies, that means 3 companies taking part in that, okay, in that activity. It's called triangular bartering. Triangular, what does that mean? Tri means 3. Angular means of an angle, having 3 angles, okay? Triangle is a flat shape with 3 straight sides and having 3 angles, okay? So triangular means having 3 sides, okay? Which will be 3 companies. is called triangular bartering, by the way. What does that mean, by the way? By the way, you use it when you want to talk about something that you just thought of, okay, and it may or may not be connected to what you have just said. When more than 3 are involved, it's called multilateral bartering. When more than 3 are involved, it's called multilateral. What does that mean? Multilateral. Multilateral means involving more, 3 or more things, 3 or more groups of people. Do you understand? Lateral means relating to sides, all right? Multi means many. So multilateral means having many sides, all right? Thanks to trade exchanges, these types of bartering are becoming more common. Thanks to, what does that mean? Thanks to means because of trade exchanges, these types of bartering are becoming more common. What is common? Common means found in a large number, okay? Or happening often. So let's go to the next part.
So, large companies barter and so do individuals. I'm sure some of you have first-hand experience bartering on the internet, don't you? There are several bartering sites you can check out. The biggest issue on the internet is trust. How do you know that the other person is someone who can be trusted? You don't, really, until you make the trade. Of course, most sites ban traders who make false claims about their goods and services. They also ban those who fail to complete the trades they agreed to. So internet bartering is becoming more trustworthy.
Okay, what is this part about? The professor gives an example of what? First, bartering on the internet, alright? And the biggest issue on the internet, which is what? Trust. How can you trust the transaction in the internet, okay? She's saying that most sites ban traders who lie, okay, and who don't keep up to what they have said. So internet bartering is becoming more trustworthy. That's what the part is about. So large companies barter, and so do individuals. What does that mean? So do individuals. That means, and individuals do that too. Okay, I'm sure some of you have first-hand experience bartering on the internet, don't you? Some of you have first-hand. What does that mean, first-hand? First-hand information or first-hand experience is gained or learned directly rather than by someone else or from a book, okay? You do it by yourself. First-hand experience bartering on the internet, don't you? What's the internet? Internet, you should know that it has a capital I in the front. Internet, what is this? You all know what this is, right? What does inter mean? Inter means between, okay? So internet means the network of computers, okay? And you can, if you access the internet, you can use the information. You can access the information in other computers. That's the internet. Inter means between computers. A network between computers. Do you understand?